talking about? Alright, tell me what's wrong with Donald Trump.
He's sexist, he's racist, he promotes hate.
Why do you support Bernie Sanders?
Because he...
Why do you support Bernie Sanders?
Because he promotes love and not hate. He wants everyone to work together. His ideas are unrealistic, and I'll be the first person to admit that. Like, I really
But they're based on love, so they must work.
No.
So basically, I just wanted to get this out there and completely debunk Bernie Sanders. And if you're a supporter of Bernie Sanders, let's look deeper into his contradictions on April 6th, more recently.
Well, let me just say in response to Secretary Clinton, I don't believe that she is qualified. If she is through her super PAC taking tens of millions of dollars in special interest funds. I don't think that you are qualified if you get $15 million from Wall Street through your super PAC. I don't think you are qualified if you have voted for the disastrous war in Iraq.
Now, when it comes to the argument of Bernie Sanders being anti-war, yes, there's a difference between voting on going to the war in Iraq and voting to fund the war in Iraq, because that is a contradiction. But you're going to find out in this video that a lot of things that he does is contradiction. Mostly his entire campaign is run on contradiction. So this was around April 6th, April 5th. And 2 days later, of course, Hillary Clinton is qualified to be president. But wait, I thought she wasn't qualified because of the war in Iraq and being funded by the super PACs. Or, April 7th if you want to get... And Bernie Sanders says he will certainly support Hillary Clinton if she's the Democratic nominee.
16. If Hillary Clinton is the nominee, you will be supporting her.
I think the idea of a Donald Trump or a Ted Cruz presidency would be an unmitigated disaster for this country. I will do everything in my power and work as hard as I can to make sure that that does not happen. And if Secretary Clinton is the nominee, I will certainly support her.
Thank you.
Will certainly support her. And apparently, according to his views, or his point of view is that Hillary Clinton being president is not an unmitigated disaster. Someone who should be in prison or serving life in prison behind bars for treason, as well as Bernie Sanders calling out Hillary Clinton for quote unquote being friends with Henry Kissinger. So now you're going to support someone who's backed by super PACs and Henry Kissinger, who was the reason why they went to war in Iraq. But I find it interesting how they do it on CBS, because CBS in numerology is 105, Zionism and Masonry, which is why you have the all-seeing eye as the logo. CBS, BS, Bernie Sanders. Anyways, he supports this mainstream narrative of gun control, which is what the elite want. That's a part of the New World Order agenda, as well as climate change. climate change, CC equals 33. So it's basically all about going away from the Constitution, and in the New World Order agenda it clearly states that Christians and libertarians are going to be taken because they want small government. Socialism is all about increasing government, and you have to understand, why are we going to increase government? Is government not big enough already? Why are we going to give government even more power? And you're going to give this government, which is broken, more power, and you're going to let them take our guns? Also, why are we going to increase minimum wage? Why can't we just fix the money? Why can't we just go back to the Constitution? Why can't we make government small? And why are we going to print more money when the economy is basically finished and an economic collapse is inevitable? Why are we going to print more money, 20 trillion in debt? Okay, so Bernie Sanders suspends staff for criticizing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Wow. And Bernie Sanders himself is a Zionist Israeli as well. Described him as arrogant, deceptive, cynical, and manipulative. Is that not true? She then used more aggressive language and continued that he had sanctioned the murder of over 2,000 people this summer. So, essentially, she called him an asshole. So he's censoring his own staff for telling the truth about Benjamin Netanyahu, who is the reason for the genocide of the Palestinians, which is going on, or which has been going on. So I don't understand. If he's anti-war, why is he doing this? And if he's anti-establishment, why are you censoring freedom of speech? I thought anti-establishment was about freedom of speech. But this is all you get, more contradiction. And of course, Bernie Sanders equals 33. 13 plus 3 equals 16. It's over. This is a hoax. Government, yeah, he's a plant by the government. White House, I mean, is this a coincidence that Bernie Sanders and White House have the same numerology? Evolution equals 33, which is why it's a hoax. It's right here. This is a hoax, evolution. And I find it interesting how most of the Bernie Sanders supporters, or a good majority, are atheists. And Bernie Sanders' support stems from Barack Obama supporters and Big Bang Theory. And of course, he supports the Pope and the Vatican. We know the Pope is for the New World Order, people. Wake up. He's all about bringing all the religions together. But hey, this is it right here. Bernie Sanders exposed. If you're Bernie Sanders supporters and you can't see that, he's pro-establishment, then you can unsubscribe from my channel. I'm all about the truth. I don't care what people think. I just want to stop people from being deceived. It's getting annoying.